Welcome to Modern Church Leader, a short daily show to help you grow your church, be more effective and efficient, and powerful for the kingdom of God.
Hey there, today I'm going to talk about energy or the lack thereof. If you're a church leader, you know that it's pretty easy to run out of gas. Most church leaders are overstretched. They don't have enough time. They're constantly under-resourced, and they're permanently looking for ways to do their job easier and be more productive. So I talk a lot about embracing technology, but I want to talk a little bit about this whole time and energy situation. You're called to shepherd your church. You're not called to administrative tasks. We have beautiful, awesomely gifted people that love to do admin. But as a church leader, in the business sense of the word, you're customer facing. In our business, we have a lot of people that work behind the scenes. We have engineers building products. We have engineers maintaining products. We do a lot of things on the support side of things that are unseen. But then we have customer facing staff, our sales staff, our success staff, people who are talking to our customers every day. That's, if I can kind of liken what we do in Tithely from the business side to the ministry side. And as you know, I've straddled both. I've done both. The ministry is all about the customer facing and what you want to be doing, which is what drew you to serve God in the first place and work in a local church. It wasn't for the money. It was for the deep down fact that you love people. You love to connect people to God. You love to see people growing in God. And so one of the big key things I think to learn very early on is get the administration out of your life. There's always going to be some, and some of us are better than others. I wasn't great at it, but even those that kind of love that admin, it's great to put that in its place, put admin in its place, and put people above admin. And the quickest and easiest way to do that is to delegate that to someone. A lot of times in church life, it's going to be a volunteer, and have someone who's willing, who may be better than you at doing this administrative stuff, and getting them involved so you can do what you're supposed to do and deal and connect and love people. This, when we can clear things off the plate, this clears stress off the plate. And when you're doing things that you love, it's almost like you have an unlimited amount of energy. When you're doing things you don't like or you shouldn't be doing, they're taxing. So the idea is to get those administrative things off your plate so you do what you love to do, and that's connect with people. And that automatically is going to give you energy to do what God's called you to do. Technology solves 90% of the problems. What we find is that when you allow the tech to come and really be like a first choice on how to solve problems in the life of your church, it just becomes such a massive time saver. The revolution in the last certainly 20 years and certainly 10 years, if early technology was about hardware, the latest probably 10 years of revolution that's going on in business is software. And the thing about software is it does so much for you behind the scenes. And there's this word that we use in business that is a very powerful key word, and that word is scale. What software allows you to do is to scale your operation so you're producing not 1 times, but 100 times. And so that's why we talk about embracing, whether it be giving technology, church management technology, web technology, text message, all the technology that's available for a church leader is actually a de-stressor, because you can get the technology, you get the software doing all the heavy lifting that you used to do by phone, or you used to do by having to write stuff down, or you used to have to do by literally inputting and doing things on a singular basis. As part of the kind of stressing of a church leader's life, it's all about embracing and trusting that technology to let it do the work that it was designed to do. And then I think for a church leader, you think about multiplying your time, which is something that we're all, as leaders thinking about. How do I multiply? God's called me. He's given me a gift. I've got this ability to do X, Y. Maybe it's to preach. Maybe it's to teach. Maybe it's to sit and pastor and listen and care and counsel and, all those beautiful things that we do in church life. How do I multiply that? How do I raise up others to do the things that I shouldn't be doing so I can focus on the things that I should be doing? Of course, the final thing I think I'd say about de-stressing is prayer and having that personal space and relationship with God where you can literally run to God instead of running to things we shouldn't be running to as church leaders. I think if we learn to unload our burdens, Jesus said, cast your burdens on me. Let me take them. They're heavy and they can weigh you down, but I'm stronger than you, so put them on me. And I think that as church leaders, if we kind of knowingly, on purpose, intentionally, every single day say, Jesus, this is really too much for me. I mean, I physically can't do this. I emotionally can't do this. I spiritually even some days feel like I can't do this. Can you take this burden from me? I think that puts us in an incredible posture before God to say, you know what, this is all God anyway. He's really the fuel for this engine, so I can keep doing what I'm supposed to do and allow Jesus to take that burden. And with delegation, the impartation, the raising up of others, I can get really focused and be intentional on what God has called me to do and not deal with the everyday stress of ministry life. I hope that helps.
Thanks for listening. Please review Modern Church Leader on Apple Podcasts and visit our website for more resources at tithe.ly or follow the links in the show notes.